Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This week we've got some Marvel Zombicides. Storm. Yep, another X-Men. Here we go. You know what? I didn't actually know she was part of this set. When I was pulling them out and to look to see what I wanted to do today, and boom, there she was. I was pleasantly surprised. I really like that character. She's a great character. Anyway, this one's gonna be a low color count. Black, brown, and yellow, and of course the highlights for that. And that's really about it. Maybe some grays and obviously some whites, but those are always a staple in anything. Bright ivory, blacks, and some simple washes. That's all we're going to do here. Anyway, guys, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel. And I'll see you guys in there. All right, here we go. Storm. You know what? I think we're gonna. This one calls for a lot of black. This should be a pretty quick little paint. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna use transparent black, and we're gonna put that all over that cape and all over that suit. And then after that, we're gonna work on the skin, which is a nice brown, and then the hair, which is white. The trim on the cape is yellow, and we'll do two different yellows. And then the storm below her will be white, gray, and I will put some little blue lightning streaks in there. If you look on the art here, you can kind of see those little blue lightning streaks in there, right in here. That's what we're gonna do. That's probably gonna be the fun part. And I'll make that blue pop, that white. So that's gonna be the fun part, is making this glow here and there. Anyway, that's what I think anyway. But the rest of it's going to be pretty basic. Black, yellow, brown, white. Pretty straightforward on this one. All right, so let's see. Let's get the transparent black going. All right, let's do it. There we go. Got that transparent black down. You can see it drying on the back. We did a minute ago. It's still pretty wet here. What's really nice about this paint is it levels itself out, which, man, it's so you don't, when you're painting, if you're putting it on, it just flows really nice. And if it looks a little uneven, man, this stuff evens itself out. It's so great. All right. Okay, so we are done with that. We're going to let that dry, and then I am going to move on to the skin. And for the skin, I'm going to do a base. Here we go. Dark flesh. All right, let's do it. All right, this is going to be a new flesh tone for me. Where'd it go? Dark flesh. Dark flesh. I'm not quite sure how this is going to turn out. I'm thinking it might be a little too red, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. I pulled it out of the pot. It looks good on the bottle, and then I put it in the pot, and I put it on the palette, and it looks pretty bright. But you know what? I think we can do that. Let's go ahead and check it out. Alright, I think I'm liking this color. Gotta see it on dry too, and I'm taking my time. Oops, I'm a little off camera there. And we'll be highlighting this, obviously, but I'm not sure with what yet. I need to get in those crevices there. Get her behind. Yeah, I think that looks good. right, I'm working on that yellow trim with that light yellow ochre, and I can't. I'm having a hard time getting all of it on camera because I've got to really tilt the model at a specific angle to quite get it, and I nicked it right there. So we're gonna have to fix that, and I'm having some issues right in here with the yellow trim, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and leave it as is, and maybe I'll touch a couple little places up, but I'm not going to get too crazy, because if I do, it calls for a little more on the top of that lip, and I'm just going to clip that black, and I'm not quite sure how I'm going to recover with the yellow and the black. I'm going to find out right here. Actually, let's check that out right now. All right, let's just cover that up real quick. That's not too bad. Okay, maybe I will just go ahead and get that in there, and I can fix it with that black. I clip it anywhere else. There's a little bit of brown. All right. Okay, so I've got to get the yellow trim on the boots and on the chest area right here. There's a yellow stripe right there. All right, let's do that. There we go. The trim on that cape is down, and that will probably be the hardest part of this model. And I'm gonna have to go back and clean up some of those lines. I don't like some of that, but that's okay. That's little stuff. All right, so let's move on to. I'm not sure actually. Let's see. What do you? Well. You know what? Let's go ahead and start highlighting that skin. All right, let's do that. Alright, that skin is done. You know, it might be a little difficult to see on the camera, but I really lightened it down. And if you look here, take a look at this photo, you can see that I did the same thing. Right there. It's real light. You can see it on the top of that thigh. It's very, very subtle. It's probably, let me zoom out a little bit there. There we go. Very, very subtle. That's actually some of my best work, actually. That's really nice. And I could probably go a little step further, but I don't think I'm going to. All right, we're getting real close here. She's looking terrific. That skin is just, wow. I'm really happy with that skin. It's very subtle work. Some of my better work now. Okay, so with that being done, let's move on to, actually, let's get the highlights on that yellow. And we're going to be doing that with a mixture. There we go. Let's get over here. Mixture of bismuth yellow and bright yellow ochre. We'll see how these work out. All right, let's do it.
Just listen.
That looks really nice. That's really good. And we'll probably do a little bit of probably a sepia wash on the edge of that, just to make it pop a little bit. And then we'll probably go back and do a little bit of highlighting. But she's turning out really terrific. I'm really happy with her. Let's see. So let's move on to highlighting the black. We're gonna, again, it's gonna be very subtle, like I did the skin. I'm gonna use some of the transparent black and just a little bit of gray. Actually, I've got some light gray. I may even use a different gray. Let's see. We will do transparent black for the first one and neutral gray as a first highlight, just in some key areas on this model. We're not going to do it too much, and probably not even in the back of that, just on where the folds are right here. All right, let's do it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use some turquoise, and I'm just going to put some little slivers all around this tornado here. Just little tiny thing. I'll show you here on the art what I'm talking about. You can see these little, looks like there's lightning in there, right? That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to do a little bit of blue, and I'll do a little white in the inside. All right, let's do it. All right, there we go. We got the lightning in the tornado there, in the cloud that she's flying. That looks really nice. That blue with the little white in the middle, it really pops. That's really nice. Now I may do a quick wash in there, really light, and it'll probably be not an Agrax, but a Nun oil, just real subtle. So, okay, with that being done, now, I know I said I was going to do the cape, but I got ahead of myself, and I got excited about the lightning. So let's move on to highlighting the cape. All right, let's do it. Okay, now I'm going to get to that cape. I don't know. I keep finding stuff and avoiding that cape, and it's just going to be real simple, some gray stuff. I've already got the paint mixed up, and I don't know why I do that. I say I'm going to do it, and I ended up doing something else. Something catches my eye, boom, I jump on it. Sorry about that. Anyway, let's get on that cape. The cloud or the tornado is done. So I just pushed forward and finished it. Highlight it with some white. I got the lightning. That looks really nice. So put a little wash in there. I watered some Agrax down, or not Agrax, but some Nun oil down, real watered down to just give it a little bit of a color effect. Looking great. So basically, all we have left to do is we're going to have to do the trim, and then just the cape, and that's it. I've already highlighted the hair. Oh, I've got to do the eyes. That's very, very important, actually. So I may even do that crown. She's got a little crown right there. I may touch that up with a little bit of silver just on the very edges there. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I'll do that. But we've got to get the eyes, the crown, the cape, the clothes, the boots, and then the trim. And then we're done. All right, let's do it. Well, there you have it, guys. Marvel Zombicides, Storm. Well, what a cool little paint, you know, real low color count, and we kept our highlights to a minimum. You know, real subtle work here today. You know, I really enjoyed that. It was hard for me not to highlight it for all the way out and be very, you know, exaggerating with my highlights. It was very difficult, but we did it here, and especially with that black, because I wanted to put some highlights, some like bright ivory mixed in with that gray and the highlights. It was hard, but I pushed through and I left it as is. What a fun little paint. I love the lightning. That was probably the funnest part for me. The trim on that cape, not fun, but we pushed through and we knocked it out. So anyway, guys, we got a lot going on. We've got a lot more models to do. Zombicide, man, epic scale. I've got some 40K stuff coming in. Oh, check these guys out. I haven't decided if I want to paint these. I got these Vespids from a friend. They asked me to paint them, so we're gonna paint these up. And man, I was actually looking to buy these models, but I wasn't quite sure, and I'm not quite sure how good the team is. I just wanted to paint the models because they're freaking cool. So maybe that'll be on next week, or I might be actually doing that on my live. So stay tuned for the live as well. But anyway, guys, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel, and I'll see you next week.